treating my small business like a full-time job. This week we are going to spend 40 hours on Devoted and trying to do around 8 hours a week. Because it's the summer and we have a ton of growth to do and a ton of things I want to accomplish before the school year starts again. It's currently Monday and I am 2 hours and 34 minutes into work. It's 11:30 in the morning. I started at 8. So if you're wondering where that hour went, I've been on the phone with my mom and doing like other non-business related things. And so anytime I stop, even if it's 15 minutes or like 10, I'll stop the timer. Because it's Monday morning, we're starting with planned out all my content for the week, which is 21 videos. And then I've been filming all morning and that's where we're at so far. It is now 1:23 p.m. and we're only a little over 3 hours into this, hypothetically behind schedule. I have like 30 minutes, so now we need to edit. And my phone's already at 20% because we've been filming all day. It's currently 4:35, I'm just grabbing a quick snack. But basically, as you know, I've been getting distracted with chores today, so I will be up like working kind of late, but it's really fine. We're doing a tiny bit of cold brew, like genuinely the slightest little bit. Basically, current update is I've done 4 hours and 20 minutes of work, played pickleball with Grant, and then I went to the gym and lifted for like 40 minutes, came back and edited while I walked on my walking pad for like 30 minutes, and then obviously just showered, hence the wet hair. That's where we're at. For my snack, I'm gonna have Parmesan cheese brick. I've edited what I can, 12 videos, and now we have about 4 more I need to add voiceovers to. But I have to look at what I wrote down so I know what to say in the voiceover. First one's me filling out a Bible journaling sheet. My mic is attached to the laptop. I just kind of make up what I say as I go, if I'm being so honest. Today we're studying 1 Timothy. Days like this, when I'm filming and editing the entire day, it can feel very monotonous because you're watching the same video over and over again. Yeah? Hey? Oh my gosh. So we played pickleball for 30 minutes. I think my room like somewhat lit. We have windows open, overhead lamp, and fairy lights, and they're all just different shades. So it's just, you know, fun time. It's 6 p.m. I just posted. Come on. So we're going to add a tally because we're going to track how many times I post on each platform, because one of my goals is to post consistently on 5. Went to TikTok, Instagram. I also made a separate story post, but also went to currently 8:30 in the morning. It is quite the rainy day today. I'm literally in pants because the vibes. But my boyfriend's on his way to pick me up. We're gonna go to a coffee shop. He has schoolwork to do. I'm obviously gonna do business stuff, so I'll like clock in once I'm there. Today I'm working on designing a new product I've had in mind since before I even started my business, so over a year ago. I tried to do it once before and creativity was not there. And I wanna get them designed, ordered, and it's gonna be a bundle. I'll tell you more in a little bit. But yeah, exciting day, fun stuff. A lot of things I really enjoy doing with my business. 2 things. First off, it's currently 2:40 p.m. and I've done an hour and 20 minutes of work. And on top of that, I've not worked out. With that being said, I got an order last night, so we're packaging it. What's interesting, I can see if people come from certain social media. So this one came from YouTube. It's super fun. So if you're watching, thank you so much, Layla, for your order. We're gonna let you buy the shipping label. The customer pays for their shipping and then I pay for the shipping label from Shopify. The amount they pay and the amount you pay doesn't always line up. Typically the like seller ends up paying more, but like maybe a couple cents. Typically nothing crazy because you put in all the back end stuff before it should be relatively accurate. If I eventually, which like, you know, this would be the goal, but if I start getting multiple orders a day, I need a quicker way to do this because I like buy the shipping label and then I airdrop it to my phone. But I'm like, surely I can, because I print it off an app that Bluetooth connects to my printer. I'm like, surely there's a way to do this from my laptop, but I don't know if there is. Oops. Then it comes out. I also had plans to like fully buy a bunch of products today and design them, but I thought of 10 ideas that I want to create in a bundle, and so doing all that in one day, even if I did a 10-hour work day, very, very ambitious if I want them to be high quality. I'm excited because I have a lot of creative juices flowing. I don't get much done, you know? And I really want them for back to school season, and I leave out of town. I'm out of town a good chunk of July. So I'm really contemplating if these take over 2 weeks to get in, a lot of the products, really contemplating if I should have done this, started this in May. Well, I should have, but if they'll be ready in time, we'll see. First thing is our blue guided Bible journaling sheets. And then second thing is one of our bookmark bundles. These ones provide verse references for anxiety and for seasons of change. And then last month I got these custom-ish, they're just my colors, thank you cards. I did design them though, so I handwrite a note for every order. Orders all packaged up, ready to go to the post office. Immediately after I package orders, I go into my financial spreadsheets and update sales, profit, all that. This is another thing that doing it manually is so chill right now, but when I do start seeing momentum, I feel like there's gotta be a better way to do this. The fact that it's June 16th is literally insane to me. I have so many non-business things on my to-do list and they're just not getting done. It's like 8 p.m. I just got to my school, or it's not 8, it's 6:50. Oh, they close at 8. Just got here because I have a crazy amount of adrenaline. Ordered some new products, have more to go, but someone just like donated $150. I'll explain more later, but I was like, there's no way I can fall asleep tonight if I don't go on a run. So we're going on a run. But yeah, currently done 5 hours and 15 minutes of work. So we're not gonna reach 8 today, but we'll add it to the weekend. At this point, I don't even need to shower. Soaking wet. The payment thing I was talking about. Basically, I post blogs on this thing called Substack. In this, I post 3 blogs on it, like brand new thing I started this summer. But you can do like paywalls on there or subscriptions where only if people are subscribed monthly or annually, they can see your post. But I never activated that because that was never the purpose. But I got like, I only have 39 subscribers on there, okay? And that's literally people that are like email subscribed to my Shopify. And someone, I don't know who, because all I can see is their email and their email doesn't have a name in it, but they pledged that if I like open subscriptions, $150. And basically I can maybe read it when I get home, saying that like they just want to support me. So it wasn't even like for the subscription, because I didn't even say what the subscription was, but just that they really loved what I stood for and the way I use scripture for my target audience, and that they want to support me, which was like, that's why my journal is up, because I was like, there's no way this random stranger who I don't know like believes in this that much that they would just give their money to support it, having no idea what I'll do with that money. So that was so cool, that it really helped me realize. I was talking to my roommate about this, that like when I graduate college and try to do this for a couple more months full time before I try to get a corporate job, because let's be real, right now we're only losing money. I'm not getting consistent orders at all, and so that's just like not sustainable, obviously. With that, I realized that like this could be another form of income for me on top of sales, on top of like YouTube ads, which right now are all very small things, but they can add up. And so that was just like an encouraging little thing from them, and also from the Lord, of like, continue, like this is what I've called you to do, at least in this season. So it was really encouraging and cool. 7:45. I need to eat dinner. Thankfully, I have stuff meal prepped, and so it's not like I need to like prep and cook and everything. I need to at least do like 45 minutes to an hour of internship work. It's currently 10:50 in the morning. I'm about to make my coffee for the day. I thought to change it up for my coffee today, do a fun fruit flavored honey. But I went to the farmer's market on Saturday. I think these two were orange because I really like the orange. And then this is blackberry and this is peach. So I think we're gonna try the blackberry honey. It's now 11, so it's kind of nice. I'm starting at like an exact time. I can't start on the original tasks I had to do for Wednesday. I still have a lot of stuff to do with that college bundle, so I'm going somewhere, I don't know where yet, later out of the apartment to do work. What I ended up ordering before yesterday, I had no idea I even wanted to make and sell, and now I've spent a couple $100 on them, so that's just, you know, how my brain works. Okay. But we ended up going to Starbucks, and I was going to write a blog, but I had already started designing these postcards, and I wanted to just finish them and get them off of the to-do list. So I spent about 2.5 hours there designing them, and then going to my notebook and kind of planning out the bundle. Okay, so it's almost 10 p.m. and I'm at almost 6 hours. So we're gonna have to keep adding to Saturday. This 8-hour day thing, I just don't have time for it. I'm like trying to also enjoy summer and like hang out with people, balance of that. But with that being said, the reason I got on here is because yes, in Starbucks I ordered 1,000 postcards. I did 100 of each design, 10 designs. I got them rounded corners. So let's hope I don't have like just hundreds of the designs no one wants just sitting around. Probably risky, but the way you order them, it was just easier to get the same amount of all of them. So spent a lot of money there. But all that being said, guys, huge news, because this is like huge for the program. The month of June, before I filmed this, I don't know where is that, maybe 5 or 6 items sold, not orders, items sold. Okay, I have gotten 5 orders today, 5, and sold 14 items in one day. And for me, unless I have like a pop-up day, but purely online sales is unheard of for me. Like I've had a couple orders that were like huge orders for like Christmas and stuff, which were super exciting, but to have that many separate orders in one day is insane. And 2 are from Etsy, and I never get orders off Etsy. I think I've had like 10 orders on Etsy in the last, like in a year. So like never get orders off Etsy. So to sell 4 items off Etsy in one day from 2 different people is crazy work. I've packaged half of them. I was hanging out with my roommate in the living room. So yeah, very exciting day. One of the orders was a 5-item order, and they got 2 of our all-in-one Bible study journals, which anytime someone orders those is the most exciting for me, because they are the most amount of work, the thing I like dreamt up when I made this business. In one, I use mine quite often, and they never sell, but I've had amazing feedback from them, so I don't want to stop selling them or stop designing new ones. So I was very excited that one person ordered 2 different books of those. So anyway, I'm gonna post one last TikTok for the night, even though it's 10 p.m. because I got distracted socializing. Free bookmarks. Okay, we're currently in a flash flood warning, but we have been on and off pretty much the entire summer. It was like torrential downpour about 10 minutes ago, but it's lightened up. So I'm gonna try to go to the post office really fast before it's just downpouring on the road. Thankfully, it's really close to me. Rain jacket on, packages ready to go out. Okay, update, it's 3:20. I did an hour of like internship work / ate lunch, but currently done 3 hours and 20 minutes of work, and I just ordered new tote bags. Let me show you. So I have like a messed up one. I kept that one, but I have these tote bags that I have in my shop. I think I originally bought 20. I only have 1 left, but this is, I always bring it to church. It says off to hang out with Jesus, and every pop-up I had, anytime we're in public, I always get compliments on it, but it never sells. Granted, I don't really promote it anymore because I only have 1 left. A lot of people already have a lot of tote bags. However, so I sat back and forth deciding if I should order more or not, and I decided to order more. However, I'm not going to sell them individually. They're going to be part of the college bundle I've been ordering stuff for all week. I only bought 24 since they're only with the bundle, and that was like the minimum I could get. I did change manufacturers though, because the last one was pretty cheap and I just didn't love the quality of it. And so these were definitely more expensive, but they'll be nicer quality of what I can tell. I want to get like cute boxes for the bundles specifically. Don't know where I'm storing boxes. I can find places where I'm storing a bunch of boxes though. We'll see, but I'm gonna look into that. Good morning. It's currently 8:40. I took my roommate to the airport at like 7. Did my quiet time. That came out interesting. Did my quiet time, ate breakfast, and now we're gonna get to work. Honestly, rather not do a full 8 hours every single day and be able to be spontaneous and hang out with people while I'm in this season of life, and just get a little bit more work done on the weekends and let it total to 40 if it's just spread out. Like, I'm so content with that. An order from Hawaii last night. I don't know if I told you that, but that's kind of fun. And then I got an order at 6:50 this morning, literally like while I was brushing my teeth, which sold us out of our last tote bag, which is great. I can cross off on here that I ordered everything for the bundle. There's one other product I want to do, but I think for now it might just, by the time I get it done, might need to be an individual product that people can add to the order when they're ordering the bundle, because it's a book I'd be writing, and so that would take multiple weeks to write and then multiple weeks to come in. So that won't be here in time for the bundle. So that's just gonna be its own thing. And then maybe next school year, I can make it part of the bundle. Okay, I need to do what I had set out for Wednesday, which is write my blog and then do all the social media backlinking and different platforms for it. So that's what I want to do the first half of today, and then I'm gonna work out, wash my hair, and then just chill in my bed and edit. I'm like bad about grammar stuff. Like your subheading, is things lowercase, are they capitalized? I need to look that up. Within the blogs, I also try to, again, provide free value, but also link some of my products. And so I'm thinking, but the products that connect and make sense, right? And so obviously I'll be linking this bookmark bundle because there's even more verses for them to look up, but also great to store in their Bibles with the first references right there. I need to figure out what words. I think I'm gonna do, I try to do ones that aren't the go-to ones everyone thinks about, like you are loved. If you're like a Christian, you're told that all the time, which is awesome, and like that is a huge part of Christianity. But I want to talk more about things that aren't talked about as much. So like, for example, like you are known. Like I think we forget that to be known is to be loved, and being told, yeah, God loves you all the time, but I think it's easy to forget God knows you personally. So I think I'm gonna do known, masterpiece, and qualified. Write that down before I forget. Okay, so then from there, before I actually write it out, I'm gonna go to Canva, create some graphics. And what these graphics will be, they're going to be an Instagram swipe through, and then they're also going to be images on the blog. So piggybacking off of last week's blog about who God is, this week's blog is about 3 characteristics of who you are as a child of God, and you can see me making the graphics here. So it's 11:16. I finished the blog, so this is what it's looking like. I've read through it twice and then out loud once, so I think it's good to go. I'm gonna get that posted and then start packing orders. Thank you cards, thank you note. Alright, it's currently 9:40 p.m. I've done 8.5 hours of work today. I feel like I've done like 4 hours of linking and like making Pinterest posts, and I've only done tomorrow, Saturday through Thursday, 3 per day. I'm running out of things for Pinterest, but like it takes forever, and I'm like, I don't be worth it in the long end. I just don't know how this is sustainable. Currently 5:30 on Saturday. I've been helping my boyfriend set up for an event, so I'm about to spend the rest of the night dinner and editing footage, specifically this YouTube video. Since Monday morning, I have posted 18 times on TikTok. Following has gone from 360 to 381. Instagram, I posted 19 times. Instagram, I started with 211 followers and now I have 224. YouTube, I posted 17 times. One long form, the rest were shorts. We started 2,881. Now we're at 2,897. Pinterest, I posted 3 times a day on Pinterest as well. Before this week, when I was posting 3 times, we started with 1.8 thousand monthly views, and now we're at 2.6 thousand. So that's encouraging to see, even though if it looks like most of my pins are getting 0 views. So TikTok grew the most. Still a long ways from our June goal, like over 30, so almost halfway. We're trying to sell 60 items this month. So if you want to help support that, head to my website at devotedministrystore.com. But that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next week. Bye.